Daddy born poor, Mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good morning. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could join me this Thursday morning, July 11th, 2024. We're at Forex Smart Trade. Our mission is to help you become a successful currency trader. We are coaches, and we believe that using a coach is the most efficient, effective way to get from where you want to be, from where you're at to where you want to be. And all the greats use coaches. And what I'm going to do this morning is go through one of our different trade strategies. As we train people, we develop customized trade plans based on their availability to trade and their risk profile. And this is the one that I principally trade with, although I've got a couple others that I also use. So with that, let's just jump right into it and see what we've got. We need to listen to this guy, and then we'll see what the market's showing us this morning.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the great things about the program is that we are very, very confident in how well our indicators perform in our ability to teach you to use them. So we offer a guarantee, and that guarantee is that once we've trained you, we'll let you trade with our money and split what you make. So it's a win-win. It also adds accountability. So there's somebody kind of checking in on what you're doing. And if you start to stray off a course, because you're trading our money, we will step in and provide correction and try to figure out what you're doing wrong. One of the ways we teach, besides the personalized one-on-one coaching, is we do these live trade sessions. So one, you can see for yourself how well the indicators work, and two, you can learn from somebody who's figured it out and watch their thought process and ideally just copy it and pick up another trade strategy. I do 3 live trades a week, Tuesday and Thursday morning and Monday afternoon. I also send out an overnight trade setup at around 4:15. But when you become a regular member, you get access to that. Plus, we do a live trade at 10 a.m., another live trade at 6 p.m., and we've got numerous group training sessions. And it's that coaching, that constant coaching, is what's going to get you better. All the greats practice and for game time and continue to work on the fundamentals, and that's what we emphasize. Now, I like to work off of a little checklist that helps me stay focused and make sure I don't miss anything. Checklists have been shown to enhance performance. Every day I like to restart my green charts, refresh it, keeps it operating fast, and picks up any updates they might have done. Good habit is at the end of every day, not just with trading, but with life, is to kind of review the activities of the day and things that didn't quite go as well as you thought they should have, figure out why, and put in place a correction. Same holds true with trading, is take a look at the trades that didn't go the way you wanted. Our indicators have got a built-in simulator, so you can go back. Not only allows for back testing, but it allows you to go back and look at the specific thing you were looking at the time of the trade and try to identify, all right, what was it here that I missed or didn't pick up that would have signaled what happened that didn't go the way I wanted. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action. Our indicators are very good at suggesting the direction of the market. And if we can figure out the direction of the market, we can make a few pips here and there, and literally a few trades a day, you will be very profitable. We want to know, though, even though we're not trading on news, some people do trade on news. We want to know when news events occur. And to do that, we go to Forex Factory, or I like Forex Factory. Forex Factory breaks news down into kind of three categories. Yellow, which is you don't worry about those. Orange, which is medium impact. I tend not to worry about those. And red, which is high impact. These are the guys I want to trade around. And this morning at 8:30, we've got some information coming out on the consumer price index and unemployment claims. These numbers have already been figured out, so they're just announcing them. I have found that people who have access to the people who publish these numbers start trading on it earlier than 8:30, and it starts to impact the market before our indicators can pick it up. So with that, I try to stay out of it 2 hours beforehand, so we're within that 2-hour window. So this morning we won't trade the USD. All right, with that, I'm still going to analyze the USD because we're doing this as kind of a teaching moment. So if we see a good setup, just so that you're able to identify a good setup, but we're not going to trade the USD this morning. So with that, let's jump into it. The trade I am going to do is something called the 10-point trade signal. I like to do it off of a 1-hour chart, but you can do it off of any hour chart. The longer the chart, or the longer the time period the chart, the longer it takes for the trade to close to make its move through the channel. On a 1-hour chart, a trade's going to be worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips, and my sweet spot's 11 pips. If I can carve out 11 pips 3 times a day, I am doing terrifically well, and you will too. And usually it takes 1 to 3 hours for that move to happen. And the strategy is really, there's 3 sections of the chart, and we want all 3 sections to tell us that the move is going in a certain direction. So with that, let's take a look and see what we've got this morning. Chart we're going to be trading off of is the Light 6 Major, which is one of the standard charts. It's a composite chart in that it's showing us 6 different currency pairs. On this first chart, they're all US based. I start with the middle section of the chart, which we call the majors and minors. And I am looking for situations where, well, let me take one more step back. The red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray line is the minor indicator. I am more interested in what the major indicator is saying than the minor indicator, but I do want both to agree. This horizontal red line is the oversold line. This horizontal blue line is the overbought line. Basically, I am looking for situations where we are oversold and the lines are going up. So I'm going to ride it up through the channel, and then you can see I've got 2 big green candles here. And had I jumped in, or been able to jump in over the course of 2 hours, that was worth 13 pips. So I'm looking for situations where we are oversold and the lines are going up, or overbought and the lines are going down. So here, we're just reaching oversold. Everybody's going down. Now, can I make 11 pips when we're oversold and taking a sell? Yes, you can. It's just not part of my trade strategy. You may find that the risk reward you're comfortable with. For me, I'm not. I don't want to get caught on a 1 hour chart down here when the trade turns. Euro USD, my favorite pair, overbought. Majors are going up, minors are going down, so we don't have agreement. Pound USD overbought. Everybody's kind of sideways, so nothing there. Dollar Canadian dollar overbought. Everybody's still going up, so nothing there. I don't need to look at the rest of the chart if I don't like what I see here. Dollar Swiss franc oversold sideways. Dollar yen oversold. Majors are sideways. Minors are going up. So nothing on this chart. So I've cloned this chart, and I've got 6 more pairs, and these are non-USD. So here, if we see something, we can take a trade. Euro pound. We're in the middle of a channel. We've been in the middle of a channel for we've been in the channel for 4 hours. Well, this is kind of sideways, so we're going to pass. Australian dollar yen oversold going down. And again, here's a case where, you could have probably gotten 7.5 pips here if you took a sell on it when it turned to go down. Just not part of my trade strategy, but can you make pips taking a sell when you're oversold? Yes, you can. Euro Canadian dollars overbought going up. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar overbought going up. Pound yen going up. Last night I held off on the trade on Signal gave us a buy trade on the overnight trade, but I was scared off a little bit because of we were sitting on a support and resistance line. That trade would have made us some money, but again, I will, the lesson there is just trust the indicators. If the indicators say buy. So I didn't, and I left some money on the table. Euro Australian dollar overbought going up. And again, here's a situation where you could have probably gotten 10 pips, 13 pips there. Overbought, and it turned up. So let's go to the next group. Find something that we can act on right now. Euro, Canadian dollar, yen. We don't have agreement between the majors and minors. Euro, New Zealand dollar, again, overbought. We don't have agreement. Pound, New Zealand dollar, overbought. Everybody's going up. New Zealand dollar, yen oversold. Everybody's going down. New Zealand dollar, USD. This would have been a nice move had you caught it. But again, it wouldn't have been a trade that I'm taking where we're almost through the channel. It turned, but this is clearly worth 11 pips there. Euro Swiss franc, we're in the middle of the channel or 3/4 of the way through the channel. Everybody going down, so nothing there. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, overbought. Everybody's going down. And I have what I call the double cross, where the reds crossed over and the blacks crossed over. So those are the 3 points I'm looking for. There's good steepness on the green line. By good steepness, I mean that it's greater than 45 degrees. I like the fact that the line has a kink in it where it's going from less steep to more steep. I like that the green line is about to enter the channel. So I like this setup. When I like the setup, I jump up to the TNTs and I count how many lines are supporting the sell signal I see here. So 2 orange lines are going down steeply, telling me sell. Dotted blue is going up. The blue lines are inversely related. So when blue goes up, that means sell. So 3 of the 4, I want at least 3 of the 4 telling me sell. And on the pressure, I want the lines going down or the red line on top. So we have the red line on top, and the lines are about ready to roll. They're very weak up pressure. It's almost going sideways. So I've got 1 point here, 3 points here, and 3 points here for 7 points. I need a minimum of 7 points. So when I see a signal that I like, what I want to do is confirm it. And I'm going to confirm it by looking at longer time frames than an hour. So let's do that. I already saw this before it came online, so I've already teed this up. But so here's what we were just looking at. And you can see it's weakening a little bit while we're talking. It was a little steeper and the line was a little closer to entering, but that's okay. We still have the good setup here. Line is kind of right at 45 degrees, I would say. I confirm it by looking at what's going on a longer chart, which is the 2 hour and the 4 hour. And basically, I want it to be overbought also. Doesn't have to be going down, but I want it overbought. And what that does is if for some reason this weakens, I will still pick the trade up off of the longer term chart. It'll just take longer for it to execute. So if we're overbought, eventually it's going to go down. What I want to have happen is I don't want to get stopped out, and there's less of a chance of getting stopped out if this is overbought and this is overbought. So here we're overbought and the lines are still going up. So I've got the 2 criteria that I'm looking for. So when I have that, then I need to take a look and try to figure out what the trade is worth. And to do that, I am going to go to a clean chart. And again, I saw this. Now, I like to add support and resistance onto my charts. So I just drew this in this morning. Now, the question is, support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. So you can see they're stopping in here, stopping in here, stopped in here, stopped here, stopped here, kind of stopped here, stopped here, stopped here. Now the question is, does this line go here or does it go here? If it goes here, and we can see we're kind of trading into an uptrend. And if I pull this back, you'll see the uptrend even better. So we're trading into a buy trend. So I like to know the trend because if I'm trading against the trend, I'm going to take less pips. And this is kind of new heights. As I pull this way back, I don't see, it's better to get more data points to draw these lines on. I've got no more. So, and my interest in this line is if we call the line here, I'm good to take a sell. If we call the line here, I'm not so good because we're in a different area. I'm going to call the line on the top one for now. And then I want to know, well, all right, how much room do I have to the next line? Because I want to trade within this channel. So coming down, I've got, now these channels tend to be on the Euro USD, they're about 30, 40 pips apart. So here, looks like we're about 20 pips and it's 15 pips down. You can see that up in the top left. And going back up, we've got 1 pip, 1.3 pips. And then it seems like it might stop in here. There's a little bit of a stopping spot here. So if I were to go to this spot, that's 8 pips. 8 pips. So I'm kind of thinking about what I want to do here. So we've got, there seemed to be a little stopping in here, and then again the stopping down here. Let's go back, take a look at the signal, and then we'll decide. We've lost a little bit of the slope here. Depends how long you want to take the trade. I'm going to go ahead and take a sell, and I'm going to take it for, I think, 8 pips. Take it for 8 pips. If you're willing to wait longer, you could take it for 15 pips down to here. But I'm going to take it for 8 pips because I want to get in and get out. So let's open up MetaTrader. You can do it in your simulator if you want. So the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, I do not have that pair open. So I'm going to go to File, New Chart, and it's going to probably be in this third group, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. And I'm going to put it onto a 1-hour chart. So I'm looking at the same thing. We've got about a half a pip spread here, 0.6 of a pip spread, which on a 7 pip trade is okay. So I'm going to go to new order. It's going to pop up this window, and my lot size is a function of what's in the account. So I am going to move the decimal place over 4 spots, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to take a 1.2. I could take anywhere from half of that, 0.6 to double that, but I'm just going to take 1.2 for now. Market sell. I'm going to right click, go to modify. And we said 8 pips. 8 pips is 80 points. And I click this little blue button. I just add an extra 0, and it's going to do the math for me. And we're going to use we're going to use a 2-to-1 for this because we're at a new high. I don't think we need to go 3-to-1 out. So 16. So 16. So I add a 0 for 16 pips. Then I click the little button, and then I want to make sure I got it here. And I'm going to pull this up just a little bit. I want to hit these wicks. All right, so we took a sell on the AUD CAD with a take profit of 0.92039, 0.92039, stop loss of 0.92267. So again, we took a sell for 8 pips, or a little less than 8 pips, on the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, with a take profit of 0.92039, 0.92039, and a stop loss of 0.92267, 0.92267. I expect this to close in the next 3 hours. If you want to learn to trade, the best way to learn anything is to find somebody who's already doing it and get them to teach you. That's what we do. When you enter into the program, we are with you for a year, helping you become proficient. We've got other tools beyond this that alert you when trades are available, and help you backtest to find profitable trades. And then within the community, when somebody does find a kind of a profitable trade, we share that so that we can all make some money. If you'd like to speak to me, the best way to do that is to just schedule some time with me. And you can schedule time with me by going to forexsmarttrade.com/schedule, forexsmarttrade.com/schedule. Thank you for joining me. Have a terrific weekend, and look for the overnight trade tonight. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.